Hello everyone, here is MINTESNOT SIMENEH. I am from the Vicariate of Hara, from the parish of Jijiga. I am a Comboni missionary. Here I am today to share about my vocation journey. I am recently back from Brazil, recently ordained a deacon, and here I am to continue also my experience as a deacon in my home province. So my vocation journey started, in fact, in my parish. I have an Orthodox background. All my families are the followers of an Orthodox church, but I grew up in the Catholic Church. I was studying in the Catholic school, and I started growing in the parish, and finally I received the Holy Communion, and then now as a Catholic. My vocation journey started looking at the religious and the missionaries who are in my parish. They were the religious group, the sisters, and also the Salesians were running the parish by them. So, looking at that these people who are in the parish, who are serving the people in the school, in the parish, helping the poor people, I usually ask myself also, what is pushing them to give their whole life for the people? So that is the question which was in my mind as a young one. So even myself looking at the life of the missionaries and the religious, so I wanted to give my whole life also for the service and for the kingdom of God. So when I finished grade 12, I requested the Combonis to become a candidate, first as a pre-postulant and then after as a postulant. So I did my philosophy as a postulant 3 years. When I finished in 2017, so I went to Lusaka as a novice. So I did my novitiate of 2 years. This was a moment that to deepen the spirituality, the charism, and the history of the congregation also. At the end of this program of the novitiate, so I did my first profession as a Comboni missionary. It was in 2019. So when I finished the novitiate, I was assigned to Brazil to continue my education, the studies of theology. So I went to São Paulo, and then I remained there more than 4 years, first studying the language and also after studying theology. So when I finished my theology study, I was assigned also in the province of Brazil to continue my missionary experience, missionary service. So I was in the northern part of Brazil, which is called Manaus in the state of Amazonas. So I remained there 1 year among the people of the Amazonia. So my experience was very nice and very deep, and also to live uh, the experience of being a missionary, not only being a missionary, but being a Comboni missionary, and to live all our spirituality, our charisma among the people. So that was a nice experience with the people, and I was very happy with my experience. There are a lot of things that I learned with the people. Usually we think that we are the one who's going to teach the people, but in fact the people who are teaching us how to live our vocation. So at the end of 2024, I was ordained uh, a deacon. First, I did my final profession as a Comboni missionary, and then it was in 5th of February, and after 3 days, in 8th of February, I was ordained a deacon among the people, where I did my experience. So, if someone is interested, what is the challenges that I had? Like as a missionary, first to respond our call is a challenge because we never know what is the will of God. So to discern the will of God is our challenge. So it needs a kind of courage and generosity also to respond our call to God, the one who is calling us to be a religious or who is calling us to be a missionary. So we need to pray and also we need to dedicate ourselves like in spiritual things to respond to the call of God. The other one, as a missionary, we need to go out from our own country and then we need to go to the other places. So The challenge is, first of all, is leaving our country, like leaving all the comfort that we have, our language, our culture and tradition, and go to the other place and to learn again the culture and the tradition. That is the challenge that we have as a missionary. One of the challenges that I had is, like I had to study theology, and to study theology in Portuguese. So I had to study the language, and it was not easy to learn the language in 3 months and go to university and study theology. So that was the challenge. It is a challenge, but it is not impossible. It is possible because we are called to live that experience, and that is maybe the challenge. Also, the other challenge is, once in a while also we miss our families, we miss our friends. That makes us very human, and to accept sort of this challenge, it needs a kind of courage, like missing our families. Sometimes people are sick at home and something is happening back home, and thinking these things, maybe it challenges us. But our life of prayer and also a life of community also, it helps us to overcome this challenge and to continue our our call, our vocation as missionaries. Maybe the message that I have for the youth, for the young ones, is quoting the word of Pope Francis, what he says. Young ones, you have to live your present, like your life is for the present. When you are the present of the church, and we are not like the future of the church. We are the present of the church. We are young ones now. Maybe tomorrow we are an adult, and we need to live our present. If we want to hear or listen the call of God, the time is now, is the moment. So we need to engage ourselves, and we need to give time, we need to give opportunity for God and His Spirit to work in our lives. The moment we open ourselves for the present, and God also starts working in our life and giving us the way that takes us to our salvation, and also to serve others as He's calling us. I'm very happy with my experience as a Comboni missionary, and there are many challenges I hate, but this challenge don't make me to remain behind, but this challenge make me to go ahead and to continue the work that God is calling me to do, because the mission is not mine, is not yours. The mission belongs to God, and we are called just to collaborate in this mission. So we need to trust in the providence of the Lord and dedicate, and to give our life in His hands and continue our life with happiness. I'm very happy. What makes me happy is this presence of the Lord. Even though there are challenges, even though there are difficult moments, even though there are a lot of things which are trying to discourage us. But what makes me happy in this situation, God is present to show me the way, and giving me also His love, and also His presence in my journey. I'm not doing this journey alone, but doing together with Him, the one who is calling me to give my life to Him. Thank you very much, and have a good time.